today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 87 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Incomplete. brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Brings up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st down. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Down at the 37.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 18 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down by
that O-line. They cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
for number 14.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Well, Burrow loses the football. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Herbert sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bengal ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
And this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. No score after one on EA Sports.
The first quarter with no score.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Herbert's pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this 1st half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Burrow's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Cincinnati.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Took nearly the entire 1st half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And this is caught at the 8. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, here's Burrow. And he's caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Allen has it. Left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Herbert on first down now. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Chargers.
We'll get that complete to Reed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's the end.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
7.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making a play.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. He's off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
To Hunter Henry.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it nice.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench